English philosopher Roger Bacon once said, "Knowledge of languages is the doorway to wisdom." In honor of this belief, we at MIC asked our peers their majors and languages in order to share their wisdom with the public. Whether learning in high school, the university, or at home, we celebrate the diversity shown in this video.
Hello, I'm from Long Island. I am a double major between AMS and Bio with a specialization in ecology and evolution, and I speak English and Russian.
So I major in business management and Asian American studies with a minor in accounting and China studies. And my family is from China, and I speak Mandarin with the Fujianese dialect.
I am majoring in Asian American Studies and minoring in Korean Studies and Political Science. I am from the United States, in the Bronx, in New York City, and I speak Spanish fluently, and I also am learning French and Korean.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I am an Asian American Studies major with a Korean Studies and Women and Gender Studies minor. I'm from upstate New York, and I learned Korean and Spanish.
Hi, my name is Martin Kordash. I'm from Staten Island, New York, and my family is from Poland. I study Asian and Asian American Studies and Business Management at Stony Brook, and I speak English, Polish, Korean, and Japanese.
Stony Brook University has a diverse student population from multiple different backgrounds, and when we first get to meet someone new on campus, the first thing that we usually get to know about that person is their names. A name could tell a lot more about that person's background as well, because while names are a simple part of our identities, it could hold stories, whether long or short. A name, for example, it could tell of its origins, hold stories about a really vivid experience associated with that name, or it could have just a meaning attached to it. So we asked some Stony Brook students, what are your names and what is the meaning behind it?
My name is Joshua. With my friends, it's Josh, and then at home, they call me Kuya.
My name is Leo, Leo Tang. It's the last name is from Mandarin background. My first name is from American background. Leo spelled L-I-O. It doesn't really have much of a meaning, but I mean, it's special to me because it's spelled a different way. I was told my father spelled it. He spelled it differently because he didn't know how to read or write English yet. And he tried his best, and I love my name for what it is.
So the name on my passport is Chamye Angel Miai, but I go here by Andrea Miai, which comes from my middle name.
My name is Jamira. It has an Arabic origin, but in Islam, I believe it's the beautiful one or cloud.
So my name Maya in Hindi means sort of magic that's known in Hinduism, and then in Urdu for Pakistan it's more of like treasure.
My name comes from like one of my great grandmas who immigrated from Scotland.
So if someone speaking Spanish, they can call me Hayeve. If English, you can just say Jaiv.
Yeah, my Korean pronunciation is Sunmi Choi, but I adjusted to Seonmi Choi with like 3 syllables, because people sometimes find it difficult to pronounce my name.
A lot of incorrect pronunciations of my name. I get Andrea a lot. I get a lot of interesting pronunciations and things that are completely different, and I just kind of have accepted it. I just listen for something that sounds vaguely enough like my name, and I'm just like, okay, I'll take it.
Some people insist on calling me by my Polish name, but for many non-Polish speakers, it's very difficult to kind of get the end right. Piotr, there's no vowel in between. So I tend to just go by the anglicized version, yeah.
As the world becomes more interconnected, it's increasingly helpful to be able to speak with more groups of people, whether that be picking up some phrases at a place of work or study, a few semesters of acquisition, or even a lifelong exploration of a heritage language. Learning a language can help open doors to other cultures, new perspectives, and even untapped opportunities. Here's what a few Stony Brook students had to say about their language learning experiences.
So my native languages are English and Greek, and I learned Spanish in high school, and I'm learning Japanese currently.
My native languages are English and Mandarin Chinese.
My native language is English. It's the only language I know fluently.
My native languages are English and Mandarin.
My native language is English, but I do come from an Uzbek background. So traditionally, my parents, they've taught me Uzbek and Farsi.
My native language is Cantonese, and I've learned Spanish and Japanese in school.
My native language is English, but I did learn like a little bit of Urdu from my family.
My only native language is English, which is surprising to a lot of people. And I'm currently learning Japanese, but I know a little bit of German, I know Spanish, and I'm currently also learning ASL.
Language learning has helped me. Specifically, I'm a linguistics major and I want to teach English, so obviously it would be important to learn maybe 1 or 2 other languages.
Help me find new things, such as different types of music or different types of literature.
Keeping my values and my tradition alive, even though I'm not native, like born Uzbek, is very important to me.
It helps me put myself into the shoes of people who are trying to learn English and understand what their issues could be, what they're feeling.
Especially since I'm a psych major, you have to sort of make people feel heard. So I think that's huge, that you know their language and you're able to communicate with them.
I think that it forces me to kind of think about English itself and think about how it affects my way of viewing the world and my way of expressing myself. And when it's in another language, your personality can sometimes change. So I think that that's such an interesting thing.
Even if you don't end up completing it and getting fluent, at least you have like a little bit of knowledge and you have the potential to talk to someone you might not have been able to before.
It's an opportunity to explore new cultures and to be more interconnected with other people in your life and the world around you.
It helps you with breaking through the language barrier and connect with a lot more people, and you really get that sense of accomplishment when you understand certain languages that you didn't understand before.
Whenever my grandmother gets mad, I actually know what she's talking about now because I started learning that. And the same thing with my girl too. It helps me to connect with other people, and it's just important. Yeah.
And it's like a great way to just communicate and connect, especially do like social media and stuff. You're much more aware of like what's happening around the world.